Welcome back to One Crafty Ginger. I'm Mercedes. If you enjoy quick and easy craft and DIY projects, clearance finds, thrift store flips, and some rescue dogs, then you're in the right place. Today I am participating again in Try It Tuesday in collaboration with Sammy from Unicorn Dust Designs, where I try out different DIY projects that I have seen either on the internet, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Today's projects are inspired from Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs, Whiskey and Wit, and Crafts by Caitlin. I will link their videos in the description box below so you guys can go check them out as well. As always, a list of the supplies needed will be in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, our first project is coming from the creative mind of Sammy over at Unicorn Dust Designs, for who this Try It Tuesday is sponsored by. You will need a picture frame of your choice. I am actually going to upcycle this wooden picture that I got from my local thrift store for only $2. You'll need one of these oval wood frame pieces from the Dollar Tree. Some DIY color your own bunny ornaments from the Dollar Tree. Scrapbooking paper of your choice. Some paint and a paintbrush, or you can also use spray paint if you want. You'll also need a pencil, a pair of scissors, and my trusty glue gun. Alright, so for the inside of your picture frame, you can paint it if you want, or if you want to do something a little bit faster, you can cut and apply a piece of scrapbooking paper with some Mod Podge on there. I am going to attempt to paint this bad boy and to cover up what's inside, although it's pretty, it's coming through. So you know what, guys, I probably will end up just putting a piece of scrapbook paper through it because I don't want to spend 3 hours painting this. Alright, so if you're going to go the scrapbooking paper route, you will also need a ruler to measure how big your space is that you need to fill in. And then also some Mod Podge and a brush or some tacky glue, whatever you want to use for your adhesive. So I am just going to go ahead and put a liberal amount of this Mod Podge that I got from the Dollar Tree onto my sign here. And then I'm just going to brush it out. I want it to adhere as best as possible to my scrapbook paper. As I mentioned, you can use whatever glue you like. And I do have to point out the sign is really cute. My butt hurts. What? Because it had its ears and its bum bit into. Tell me, what do you guys do with your bunnies? Do you eat the ears first? Do you eat the bum first? Do you break it in half? How do you eat your chocolate bunny if you get a chocolate bunny? I think I have a tendency to take the ears. So I'm going to use one of these. This is for like a cake. I mentioned it before that I got from the party section of the Dollar Tree. To go ahead and smooth out my paper. And then if you want as well, you can take some of the Mod Podge to go along the edges here. If you want to make sure you kind of get it sealed in, because sometimes I cut the paper a little short, but that's okay. You learn as you go. Okay, so there is my frame, and then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my oval piece here. And you can either use a paintbrush and some paint, or you can use some spray paint. Whatever you really want to do, it's up to you. I think I'm going to go the spray painting route, so I will be back in just a minute. So after these messages, we'll be right back. Alright, so while the paint is drying on my oval, I'm going to take my bunny, my scrapbook paper, and my pencil. And I'm going to trace out my bunny. I want it facing this direction, so I'm going to do it. I am doing it this direction. I never know which way I want it. So I guess backwards is the way we're going for it because we want it the mirror effect. So I'm just going to trace my bunny. If I can trace it without messing it up too bad. I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to cut out Mr. Bunny. We have a Veggie Tales video from years ago. The bunny, oh, I ate the bunny. And I'm going to cut out a little bit extra along the trace line because I'm going to use my sanding block to sand off the excess. So I would rather have a little bit too much than it being too short. So I'm just gonna cut out the bunny here. So tell me guys, have you already decorated for spring? Do you decorate for St. Patrick's Day? Do you decorate for Easter? My decor is kind of in the middle of everything right now, so I don't really have anything up. But when you guys see this, the next day or two after that, I will be decorating for Easter because it'll be March. And Easter, I don't know if you guys noticed, but Easter is really late this year. It's like in April. So I'll have my Easter decor up for quite a while. Alright. Now here you can either attach it with a glue stick or you could attach it with Mod Podge. I'm going to use some Mod Podge because I really want it to stay on there. And I'm just going to use one of these sponge brushes that I got from the Dollar Tree. Because I love getting art supplies from the Dollar Tree because they are cheap. So just doing a liberal coating of the Mod Podge on here. Make sure you get it everywhere. And then I'm going to lay my paper on top of my bunny. I have to move it around a little bit. One of the perks of using Mod Podge, you can kind of move it around to get the placement where you want it. I'm a perfectionist, so I'm trying to get it the best that I can. And of course it came up, so guess what? More Mod Podge to the rescue. More Mod Podge to the rescue. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Alright. Rub that bad boy on there. And then I'm going to take the sanding block from the Dollar Tree. And as I showed you guys before, I'm going to sand straight down. Because in doing so, it's going to leave you with a clean edge of your bunny ornament. Alright, so here is Mr. Bunny with his clean edges that I sanded off. I have my oval that I actually ended up painting blue. I use this cloudless blue from Apple Barrel. And then I dry brush some white on it because since my frame already has white on it, I figured white on white might be too much. So I'm going to use my trusty glue gun and glue down the wooden oval. Sorry, I should have taken the sticker off. Forgot to do that. so I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply a liberal amount of glue all over the oval here because I really want it to stick. Like that. And then make sure I have it right side up. And then place it down in the center. And then going to take the glue gun with the bunny and get some glue on the bunny here, although it looks like I need another glue stick. I need another glue stick. There we go. So get that glue on Mr. Bunny here. And flip him over. Put him right there in the center. And then, ta-da! Look at how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy with the way it came out. Let me know, comment down below, guys, what do you think? Okay, guys, so I changed my mind. I didn't like the blue, so I used this granite gray from Apple Barrel paint that I bought at Walmart and painted the oval gray instead of the blue. So this is the final product. Let me know what you think. Would you guys have left it blue? Would you have painted it gray? Comment down below and let me know. Okay, this project comes courtesy of Crafts by Caitlin. So you will need one of the Dollar Tree pillar candles, some fabric of your choice. This came from the Dollar Tree. Some ribbon of your choice. I'm going to use this burlap ribbon. One of these bunny little decor ornaments. They're like little pieces. And you will also need some Mod Podge and a brush to apply your Mod Podge. Your trusty glue gun. And if you want to paint your bunnies, you'll need paint and a paintbrush. So what you're going to do is take the fabric here. I'm going to open it up. And we're going to place it along the bottom here because we're going to cut it. And if you don't get the sticker off, that's okay because you know what? We're covering it with fabric, so it really doesn't matter anyway. So I'm just going to take it to the edge here, and I want it to be at the edge. And then you'll just cut it as far up as you want. I think I'm going to cut mine right about there. And then you're just going to take your fabric and cut along about where you want it. As you can tell, I measure mine based on where the top is of this darker fabric. So you're just going to go ahead and take this and cut it out. All right, so I have my fabric cut out. So I'm just going to wrap it around to kind of get an idea about where I'm going to cut off some of the excess because I don't want too much excess on the fabric. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Knocked over my glue gun. And then we're just going to take our Mod Podge here and we're going to liberally apply it to the fabric. I can get it out. Oh no, it's stuck. It's stuck in there. It's okay, I got it now. Maybe, maybe not. Oh, there we go. So you can apply it to the fabric, or if you want, you can apply it directly to the candle, whichever way you want to do it, whatever works best for you. But like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and put some on there and go ahead and start it. And I want my crease at the back. It doesn't really matter. You're not going to really see this here, but I'm going to put that there like so and wrap it around and just keep applying the Mod Podge to your fabric. Make sure to get all the way to the edge. And then just wrap it around. So you want to try to make it as straight as possible. And then you have it wrapped around like so. And if you want, you can cover it with some Mod Podge to make sure it really stays on there. So I'm going to go ahead and brush this bad boy here because I want it to be nice and secure. All right, so I have that done. And then you're going to want to go ahead and let this dry. I missed a spot here in the back. And then while that is drying, you can either take your bunny and leave him just as it is, natural. Or if you want, you can take some paint and paint up Mr. Bunny with some paint of your choice. I'm just going to use this white paint because I'm going for just kind of a neutral look. You guys can always use like a spring floral pattern fabric, and like I know they have like pink burlap, and you can paint your bunny whatever color you want. And then you end up like, here is my little white bunny. And then, so we're going to want to go ahead and let this dry. It's still a little wet. So after these messages, we'll be right back. And we're back. So I'm going to take my burlap ribbon, and the same thing that I did with the fabric, I'm just going to kind of figure out about how much of this that I want. And then cut off here so I don't have too much excess. And then I'm going to go ahead and start at the back. Kind of figure out where I want to lay this guy. Kind of want to lay him so he has a little bit of overlay at the top. So I'm going to use my glue gun. And my shaky hands again. Sorry guys. And put my ribbon down. And then going to wrap it around. And then I'm going to fold it so it has a clean line edge. Put some more glue down. And use my trusty makeup spatula from the beauty department at the Dollar Tree so I don't burn my fingers. And then there is my ribbon, which will hide the edge. Have a little bit of Mod Podge goop at the bottom here, but that's okay. And then I'm going to take my little bunny here. I'm going to put some glue on the back of Mr. Bunny. And I'm going to glue Mr. Bunny right there onto the burlap. So then I have a cute little Easter but neutral farmhouse decor candle. Let me know guys, what do you think? This project comes to us courtesy from Whiskey and Wit. So I'll give you a couple options. So the first option is one of these picket fence signs and decorate your own bunnies that you can purchase at the Dollar Tree. Or if you want something a little bit bigger, they have the bigger wooden plaque and the bigger bunny. You'll need some vinyl that you can get from the Dollar Tree, or if you want, you can use scrapbooking paper too, whichever you would prefer. You will need, if you use scrapbooking paper, you'll need some glue. And then if you want to paint your wood planks, you can either paint it with like just some white paint and a paintbrush, or you could do the faux stain with some brown paint and baby wipes, which I've shown in one of my previous videos. Or if you want, you can mix some brown paint with some water to make a faux stain, whichever you would prefer. And then last but not least, you'll need your trusty glue gun. So I have my picket fence here, so I'm going to take the tag off the back, or try to take the tag off the back. Probably should have done that first. Sorry guys. Sorry guys. And then I'm going to take my water and some brown. This is Burnt Umber by Cracker Barrel. I'm just going to squirt in there and use my paintbrush to mix it up. That way I get kind of a watery stain. Grab a paper towel here. I might have too much water. We'll find out together, guys. Oh, maybe not. So I'm just going to paint on my faux wood stain. You can make this darker if you need to by adding some more paint to your water. And then just mix it up and paint away. Alright, so I have stained my little wooden fence here. And while that dries, I'm going to take my vinyl and my pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and, actually, you know what, I'm going to cut out some of the excess here. So I'm going to cut a vinyl square so I don't have so much excess here. And then I'm going to trace out my bunny. If you want to do this with scrapbooking paper, you can as well. So I don't know if I mentioned, but you're going to need a pencil and some scissors as well. And then we're just going to cut out Mr. Bunny here. This one I'm going to try to cut as close to it as possible. But if you have excess, that's okay. You guys can just cut away the excess with the sanding block. Just sand off the excess. So I'm just going to cut out my vinyl. Alright, so I have my vinyl cut, and I'm just going to go ahead and separate it from the backing. Carefully do that there. And then I'm going to attach it like a sticker. To my bunny, which, good news is this is pretty forgiving, so if you need to tweak it a little bit, you can. And then just peel and stick and smooth it out. And then if you have any extra, you can either sand it off with a sanding block or do a little trim with some scissors, whichever you would prefer to do. I'm just going to try to trim it up a little bit with my scissors here. Just kind of cutting along the edge. Like so. So then I have my bunny. And then the last thing to do is to adhere our bunny to our plaque, and that's where our trusty glue gun comes in. So I'm just going to take some glue, get it on the bunny here. And then you want to carefully place your bunny on there so you don't get burnt by your glue. And then voila! Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I hope you enjoyed today's projects. Comment down below, let me know which one was your favorite and if you're going to be trying out any of these projects yourself. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd really appreciate it if you give this girl a thumbs up. It's completely free. It helps me out. And what else is free? Subscribing to my channel. Smash that subscribe button. Join my family. I would love to have you. I'm on my way to 700 subscribers and then next up 1,000. And speaking of subscribers, I just want to let you know that the winner to my 600 subscriber gift, who was announced in my last video, if you haven't checked that out already, go ahead and hit that button down below and check it out, has not claimed their prize. If they don't claim their prize by the time I post my next video, I will be redrawing a winner, so stay tuned. I also want to let you guys know if you're interested in what lipstick I'm wearing today. It is actually from the Dollar Tree. It is a Maybelline New York, and it is a, what is it calling it? A color sensational. It is called Purposeful Mauve. Number 805. I will do a quick swatch. So if you guys haven't checked out my shorts, there are a bunch of Maybelline. There is a swatch of the color. Isn't that pretty? There are a bunch of Maybelline lipsticks that are making their way to the Dollar Tree. They're just in that generic white packaging. So check out that shorts video and then hit up the Dollar Tree and see if you can find yourself some very nice Maybelline lipstick. As always, I appreciate you guys spending some time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and until next time, goodbye.